The following is a presentation of RMG Sports, award-winning championship television.
Powerboat racing has become a late summertime tradition on Lake Wausau in Wisconsin. Today, Powerboat Nationals returns to the Badger State to crown their North American champions. Powerboat Nationals racing from Wausau starts now. Race fans, welcome to Bluegill Bay Park in beautiful Wausau, Wisconsin, where today Powerboat Nationals is ready to rip up Lake Wausau at the 2019 North American Championships at the Grand Prix of Wisconsin. Hello again, everyone. Jared Romsberg here with the RMG Sports crew. We are fired up to be back in Wisconsin alongside a huge crowd of some of the best fans in racing. Let's talk about what the ProTunnel 1 fleet did in qualifying in the pre-race show. Presented by WSAW, the news you can trust, and by Fox WZAW, your local news and weather authority. For the first heat race, Zimmerman, Minnesota's Aaron Bjork started on the pole with 2017 PT1 Wausau winner 7 Mark Jacob to his right as the PT1 fleet blasted from the dock. But when they came out of turn 4, 22 Aaron Bjork rode shotgun with Jacob down the front stretch, and the past series champ slipped away with the lead. Wisconsin's own Mike Makis in the 85 moved up to third, but he had to stay on the gas to keep the 2019 Powerboat Nationals Grand Prix of Michigan winner Mike LaPadlo in the 35 back in fourth. Aaron Bjork put up a solid fight, but the 7 knows its way to the winner's circle, and Mark Jacob won the first ProTunnel 1 heat race in Wisconsin. In Heat 2, the inverted order had Mark Jacob starting last on the dock, but he wouldn't stay there for long. After the fleet launched, 32 Merv Bjork and 47 Jim Robb led the fleet across the line to start lap 1. But as they went through turn 2, Mark Jacob was already challenging for position, moving alongside of Mike Makis, thrilling the crowd with an amazing side-by-side battle for third. A lap later, Jim Robb in the 47 would fall victim to the speeding 7, and Jacob moved the Fabiano brothers boat into second down the front stretch. Soon, Aaron Bjork in the 22 moved up alongside of Mike LaPadlo and got by the 35 for fifth. Then Bjork used the outside line and got by Mike Makis for fourth on the backstretch. But it was Aaron's father, Merv Bjork, in the 32 that was getting all of the attention, and he was able to stay ahead of a charging Mark Jacob and grab victory in the second heat race. However, Mark Jacob's score in time trials and the Heat Race 1 win allowed the Clifton, Illinois driver to grab the pole position for Powerboat Nationals ProTunnel 1 North American Championship in Wausau.
We just got to try and get off the dock and stay ahead of the couple of Optimax boats that are here. I mean, they're going to be pretty good. We should be able to get off the dock and get out in front of them, and then it's just a matter of staying there. This is actually a smaller motor than what they have. We've done a couple of things that we can do to it to try to get the power out of it, but no, it's just worked on the boat, got the setup pretty close, and it's running pretty good.
Here's how the fleet will line up behind our 2017 Wausau winner. Merv Bjork earned second on the dock, right next to his son Aaron back in third. Jim Robb had a solid run with Wisconsin native Mike Makis rounding out the top 5. The fans here in Wisconsin have been braving the rain all weekend long, but they are ready for racing, and we hope you are too. Don't move, fans. Our coverage of Powerboat Nationals 2019 North American Championships at the Grand Prix of Wisconsin continues right after this.
This presentation of Powerboat Nationals North American Championships at the 2019 Grand Prix of Wisconsin and Wausau is brought to you by Wausau Central Wisconsin Sports Authority, Wisconsin's leader in sports, events, and tourism. WSAW, the news you can trust. Fox WZAW, your local news and weather authority. By Auto Select, you're good to go. And by Dale's Weston Lanes. For more about bowling and events, go to westonlanes.com. Additional support comes from these fine sponsors.
The Wausau area offers the combination of big city amenities with the look and feel of the Great North Woods. 4 4 seasons of outdoor recreation, a thriving arts community, entertaining festivals and events, an active nightlife scene, and diverse shopping and dining await. Centrally located and packed with fun for the whole family, make Wausau Central, Wisconsin your next weekend adventure or extended stay destination. For a full list of area events, attractions, and amenities, go to visitwausau.com.
Dale's Weston Lanes, Wisconsin's largest indoor entertainment center, located right here in central Wisconsin. Dale's Weston Lanes is the second largest bowling center in Wisconsin, featuring 60 full synthetic lane setups with 3 sets of lanes, a pro shop, billiard hall, bar and grill, and the Mountain Bay Banquet and Conference Center. Come and enjoy a drink or bowling at Dale's Weston Lanes with all your friends, family, or co-workers. Dale's Weston Lanes, a great place to relax and hang out.
Summer sports, winter sports, large events. Wausau Central Wisconsin Sports Authority, Wisconsin's leader in sports, events, and tourism, manages over 100 events per year around Wausau and other communities. The Sports Authority proudly brings to you the Badger State Summer and Winter Games, along with these great events. Go to visitwausau.com to learn more.
Experience the power, the action, the fun of Powerboat Nationals. Powerboat Nationals brings the unparalleled excitement of championship powerboat racing to regattas and festivals across America. Powerboat Nationals provides thrilling daytime racing and family-friendly events that entertain and engage fans of all ages. Contact Powerboat Nationals today to learn how your city can host a heart-pounding, action-packed event. Throw your event into high gear with Powerboat Nationals Championship Racing.
This segment of Powerboat Nationals Racing of the 2019 North American Championships at the Grand Prix of Wisconsin and Wausau is brought to you by Auto Select. You're good to go.
Welcome back to Wausau, fans, where we're showing you some of the sights from the beautiful downtown area. Some of the city's main attractions are the unique shops and stores like Evolutions in Design, where you can find something fun for just about anyone you're shopping for. Just a few blocks away, you'll find the Grand Theater, ranked in the top 5 venues of its kind in the world. This Wausau treasure offers an extensive schedule of over 300 events that include national and local music acts, ballets, Broadway plays, and more. Another well-known Wausau landmark is just a short drive away. The Milwaukee Road Train Depot, made famous by the Wausau Insurance Company television commercials, is now home to Timekeeper Distillery, where you can revel in the beautiful historic backdrop while experiencing Timekeeper's craft spirits and artisan cocktails. Into outdoor activities, Wausau is loaded with fun and interesting features. Ginseng is one of the most popular herbal medicines in the world, and the Wausau region is one of the world's leading producers and produces over 90% of the ginseng grown in the U.S. nationally. Farms and facilities like Sue's Ginseng Enterprises provide fun and educational tours of their farm operations, where you can learn more about this interesting route. While in Wausau, you can join the 4590 Club, the only easily accessible place to stand at the exact center of the northern half of the hemisphere is just a short drive from downtown Wausau. The only other location of its kind above water in the world is located in the mountainous regions of China. Visit the marker and then go to the Visit Wausau office to sign the registry. Once you do, you'll receive this beautiful commemorative coin. Finally, if you're in Wisconsin in the winter, you have to visit Granite Peak. Located on Rib Mountain, Granite Peak offers 75 runs for skiers of all skill levels. Plus, their high-speed chairlifts keep you skiing all day long and into the night. As always, fans, we're just barely scratching the surface of all there is to do in Wausau. Start making plans now to visit this amazing and unique part of America. Start your adventure at visitwausau.com. Let's kick things into gear with highlights of Powerboat Nationals HydroCross racing in Wausau. When course marshal Randy Scott raised the flag, 30 Eric Gabriel and 3 Brian O'Rourke blasted away ahead of the field. O'Rourke slipped ahead of Gabriel in the first turn, winning the whole shot and taking the lead. Gabriel was trying to catch up with O'Rourke, but the leader's teammate Kelly Smith on the 5 was zeroing in on the 30 Stars and Stripes. 2 laps later, Smith grabbed the throttle, held his momentum through the turn, and ripped past the 30, sending a struggling Gabriel back into third. As soon as O'Rourke came into lapped traffic, he went for his required trip around the faraway Joker buoy, surrendering the lead to his teammate Smith. O'Rourke came back onto the course in second and was able to gain some ground on the 5. When Smith shot the Joker, his return onto the course would be interesting. O'Rourke was waiting for him at the entrance and the two would merge together. Smith blew by, keeping the lead with his Joker lap complete. Wyatt Hayes on the Liqui 43 was trying to catch up to the front runners. Last year, his brother Kyle won the series title here on Lake Wausau. But fourth would be the best Wyatt would do in Wisconsin in 2019. The 5 would stay ahead of O'Rourke and the rest of the fleet, and Kelly Smith brought the Team Faith Fly Racing Huracan R number 5 across the line, winning the HydroCross main event at the 2019 Grand Prix of Wisconsin in Wausau. Brian O'Rourke was the rider on hand with the most championship points after racing in Wausau, and this earned him the title of 2019 North American Champion for Powerboat Nationals HydroCross Series. Eric Gabriel joined Smith and O'Rourke on the HydroCross podium at the 2019 Grand Prix of Wisconsin in Wausau. Get strapped in, race fans. Here come the highlights of Powerboat Nationals ProTunnel 2's racing in Wisconsin. When the fleet emerged from turn 4 after the launch, 66 Steve Merleau assumed the lead, ahead of 35 Mark Schmerbach, 77 Daniel Trozen, 9 Don Wilson, and the rest of the fleet. Slowly but surely, the 35 chipped away at the 66's lead. The only driver to beat Merleau in 2019 is Mark Schmerbach, and before the race's midway point, the 35 moved past the World Championship points leader and assumed the lead on the backstretch. The hits kept on coming for the 66 as 2 laps later, the 77 of Daniel Trozen shot by on the inside, moving Merleau back to third. Merleau's saving grace came in the form of a caution, brought out by 41 James Klein, who was on his lid outside of turn 4. This brought everyone back together on the dock for a restart, and Merleau took full advantage. The 66 moved from next to dead last to rip by nearly the entire fleet as they came across the line in front of the huge crowd of cheering fans in Wausau. 95 Dustin Pearson and 77 Daniel Trozen were locked in a fierce battle for third behind Schmerbach and Merleau. Pearson grabbed the slot while Trozen brought gasps from the crowd, nearly blowing the 77 over outside of turn 4. This fighting in the ranks allowed Merleau to move away in second, but his nemesis in the 35 also built up a lead, moved through lap traffic, and saw the checkers first. Mark Schmerbach held off Steve Merleau to win Powerboat Nationals ProTunnel 2 feature race at the 2019 Grand Prix of Wisconsin. As the World Championship Series points leader after Wisconsin, Steve Merleau also earned the title of 2019 ProTunnel 2 North American Champion. Schmerbach and Merleau were joined by Dustin Pearson on the PT2 podium in Wausau. Daniel Trozen and Don Wilson rounded out the top 5 ProTunnel 2 finishers at the 2019 Grand Prix of Wisconsin. All right, race fans, the ProTunnel 1 fleet is making its way to the dock. We'll start their feature race when we come back to Powerboat Nationals racing of the 2019 Grand Prix of Wisconsin in Wausau right after this.
Welcome to the future. Imagined by visionaries, championed by leaders, and focused on results. Made real through hard work and a determination to build the things that people count on. Places where ideas are born, where progress fuels growth and strengthens communities. It's work that makes a difference. United Rentals. You're building the future. We're here to help.
CoVantage Credit Union will meet or beat any other 30-year fixed-rate mortgage offer. If you're thinking about purchasing or refinancing a home, get this 30-year fixed-rate mortgage special at CoVantage. You can start your CoVantage home loan application online today at covantagecu.org. It's easy. Or visit any CoVantage Credit Union branch near you. That's easy, too. CoVantage Credit Union will meet or beat any other written competitor's loan estimate on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. So get your home loan from CoVantage.
Dale's West End Lanes, Wisconsin's largest indoor entertainment center, located right here in central Wisconsin. Dale's West End Lanes is the second largest bowling center in Wisconsin, featuring 60 full synthetic lane setups with 3 sets of lanes, a pro shop, billiard hall, bar and grill, and the Mountain Bay Banquet and Conference Center. Come and enjoy a drink or bowling at Dale's Weston Lanes with all your friends, family, or co-workers. Dale's Weston Lanes, a great place to relax and hang out.
The Wausau area offers the combination of big city amenities with the look and feel of the Great North Woods. 4 seasons of outdoor recreation, a thriving arts community, entertaining festivals and events, an active nightlife scene, and diverse shopping and dining await. Centrally located and packed with fun for the whole family, make Wausau Central, Wisconsin your next weekend adventure or extended stay destination. For a full list of area events, attractions, and amenities, go to visitwausau.com.
This segment of Powerboat Nationals Racing of the 2019 North American Championships at the Grand Prix of Wisconsin and Wausau is brought to you by Wausau Central Wisconsin Sports Authority, Wisconsin's leader in sports, events, and tourism.
Race fans, welcome back to Rib Mountain's beautiful Bluegill Bay Park on Lake Wausau, where the ProTunnel 1 fleet for Powerboat Nationals is assembled at the dock, ready to rock and roll here for the North American Championship in 2019. Mark Jacob, a familiar sight on the pole. Fans, it's showtime in Wisconsin. Everything's set and ready. What do you say we drop that flag? We're racing in Wisconsin.
Oh, there you go. Get on the stick. Right there, go get him. Let the boat do the work, Mark. Cut it tight, cut it tight, cut it tight.
Mark Jacob assumes the lead as they fly out of turn 4 for the first time here in Wisconsin. Side by side now make a 3-wide battle for third behind Murph York. Jim Robb, now Aaron Bjork alongside Jim Robb. Jim Robb moving back to fourth. He's got to watch. Here comes Mike Makis on the outside of him. Makis going to try to make a side-by-side battle into one. Makis moving on the outside using some clean water. Meanwhile, here goes Jim Robb on the outside. Aaron Bjork, 3-wide battle on the backstretch. Makis on the outside. Bjork moves away. Makis now trying to move alongside a Jim Robb battle for fourth position here on the backstretch on lap 1 of the Grand Prix of Wisconsin here in Wausau. Mark Jacob getting away from all of this. He earned the pole of this race. He gets out in front, fans, and man, he likes to check out. Right behind him, Merv Bjork, Zimmerman, Minnesota native, trying to catch up to our leader. But now the battle for fifth is heating up again behind Bjork. Mike LaPadlo to the inside of Mike Makis. This is a battle for fifth out of turn 2. LaPadlo to the inside, side-by-side battle out of turn 2.
There you go, hit it tight, go in, go!
Makis charges hard on the outside. Mike Makis now moving ahead of LaPadlo to retake the 5th place slot. Let's see if he can slam the door as they go into turn 3. Makis cuts him off. The door is slammed. Right into the rooster tail goes Mike LaPadlo. And back to 6th goes the 35 as the 85 moves to 5th and screams in front of the fans here at Lake Wausau. Mike Makis looking to put on a good show here in his home state. He's from just down the road in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. In fact, he works for Mercury Marine, the very company that makes the engines powering these boats in Powerboat Nationals. Mark Jacob, once again, fans out in front. Many fans are used to seeing the red number 7 driven by Mark Jacob. He demolished that boat here last year in Wisconsin. A terrible crash on the start. Came back in a backup boat, finished 2nd here. Now he's carrying the colors of Fabiano Brothers, trying to stay ahead of Merv Bjork back in 2nd. Bjork, the Minnesota native, patriarch of the Bjork racing family. Bjork does most of his racing up in the Twin Cities area, racing throughout Minnesota and Wisconsin. Came down to race with Powerboat Nationals for the first time. Doing pretty well out here, riding 2nd behind that blue Fabiano Brothers number 7 that is disappearing on the horizon. Behind Merv Bjork, we find his son Aaron Bjork racing for Rib Mountain Marine and Total Medical Supply in the 22. Aaron Bjork running one of those Mercury Optimax engines, one of the fuel-injected entries in today's race. Bjork finished 6th here last year, looking to move up, and he's doing pretty well, trying to land that spot on the podium here in Wisconsin. Mike Makis now trying to make some time on Jim Robb. Makis moving to the outside using that clean, wake-free water. Jim Robb, veteran racer, longtime racer with Powerboat Nationals. Usually see him in the cockpit of the Gulf Racing Fuels 13, a fan favorite here in Wisconsin. He passed that responsibility off to Rich Welsh. And Jim Robb now riding his own boat, the 47, and man, he's doing a great job, qualifying really well, staying in the top 5. Up on board now with 6th place driver Mike LaPadlo. The Michigan driver hoping for a better finish here in Wisconsin. He's been on top of the box, finishing first at the Grand Prix of Michigan in Trenton. Back in sixth now, staying behind the 85 of Mike Makis, who now is starting to make some time on Jim Robb down the backstretch. Robb now heading into turn 3, taking it a little wide and diving back into turn 4, forcing Mike Makis to the outside. Makis now goes through his wake. Makis now skips across the top of the water. He's got to watch Klapadlo. Klapadlo, he opens the door for that 35, and I can tell you right now, Mike Klapadlo will dive right in and take that spot back.
You're getting faster as you're going, Mikey. You're getting faster. That's good laps right there.
Listening into Mike Klapadlo's crew relaying information. Mark Jacob is your leader, fans. We have to step away for a break. More from the Grand Prix of Wisconsin in Wausau right after this.
Experience the power, the action, the fun of Powerboat Nationals. Powerboat Nationals brings the unparalleled excitement of championship powerboat racing to regattas and festivals across America. Powerboat Nationals provides thrilling daytime racing and family-friendly events that entertain and engage fans of all ages. Contact Powerboat Nationals today to learn how your city can host a heart-pounding, action-packed event. Throw your event into high gear with Powerboat Nationals Championship Racing.
Summer sports, winter sports, large events. Wausau Central Wisconsin Sports Authority, Wisconsin's leader in sports, events, and tourism, manages over 100 events per year around Wausau and other communities. The Sports Authority proudly brings to you the Badger State Summer and Winter Games, along with these great events. Go to visitwausau.com to learn more.
This segment of Powerboat Nationals Racing of the 2019 North American Championships at the Grand Prix of Wisconsin and Wausau is brought to you by Tundraland. Visit tundraland.com to learn more about our industry-leading remodeling products, designers, and craftsmen.
Race fans, welcome back to Rib Mountain's beautiful Bluegill Bay Park on Lake Wausau, where Powerboat Nationals Grand Prix of Wisconsin 2019 version is well underway. 6 laps to go now as we see our leader Mark Jacob in that blue Fabiano Brothers number 7 moving up and trying to put the 35 of Mike Klapadlo a lap down here on Lake Wausau. Klapadlo moves to the outside. Jacob moves to the inside and slides by, putting our winner of the Grand Prix of Michigan a lap down.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. You got 5 to go. 5 to go.
And I tell you, Klapadlo is not going to go down without a fight. He's moving up to the outside of Mark Jacob, making Jacob earn it. Jacob just rips that boat out of turn 4 and trims it up and moves away. But Klapadlo moved on the outside. A lot of pride on Lake Wausau here today. Again, fans, when you taste victory, you want to get it again and again. And Klapadlo was hoping for a better performance here in Wisconsin.
You're clear all the way around. You're clear everywhere. Just keep going. Find a lane, just go.
Padlo's spotters guiding the 35 around the final laps here in Wisconsin.
Nice. Way to drive into that, baby. Way to drive in. Good job.
Listening into the radio chatter between Merv Bjork in second and his spotter, veteran racer Donnie Lick, providing sage advice over the airwaves to the 32.
To the floor, Merv. Foot to the floor. By yourself. All by yourself.
Donnie telling Merv that he's all by himself, but he's got to keep his foot in the throttle because right behind him, Aaron Bjork, Merv's son. He would love nothing more than to get around Papa here on Lake Wausau and grab second on the podium for the Grand Prix of Wisconsin. Bjork has already made a drastic improvement from his performance in 2018. Last year here on Lake Wausau, Aaron Bjork finished 6th in the feature race. This year, he's looking to grab that final slot on the podium here at the Grand Prix of Wisconsin. Powerboat Nationals has raced here on Lake Wausau for 3 years now, and one guy that's been here for all 3 races, Jim Robb. Back in 2017 at the inaugural event, Robb finished 7th. 2018, he slid 1 notch back, finishing 8th this year. Tremendous performance. Looking for a top 5 finish and still has a chance to maybe grab that podium slot with a hiccup by Aaron Bjork. Back in 5th, we find Wisconsin's own Mike Makis from nearby Oshkosh. Now, he's not worried about trying to get around Jim Robb and move up to 4th. He's just trying to stay on the lead lap right now, fans. The white flag is out, and Mark Jacob is not letting up. Makis moving to the outside, but he's not going to make it easy for Jacob. Mark Jacob from Clifton, Illinois, finished 1st here in 2017. Last year finished 2nd in a backup boat after demolishing his boat, and now he is just 2 turns away from hopping back on top of that podium. Out of turn 4 he comes one more time. Fans on the shoreline are on their feet cheering their champion. Mark Jacob wins the 2019 Grand Prix of Wisconsin in Wausau. Merv Bjork will finish second. Aaron Bjork comes in third. Fans don't move. The post-race show from Wausau is coming up right after this.
The Wausau area offers the combination of big city amenities with the look and feel of the Great North Woods. 4 seasons of outdoor recreation, a thriving arts community, entertaining festivals and events, an active nightlife scene, and diverse shopping and dining await. Centrally located and packed with fun for the whole family, make Wausau Central, Wisconsin your next weekend adventure or extended stay destination. For a full list of area events, attractions, and amenities, go to visitwausau.com.
Summer sports, winter sports, large events. Wausau Central Wisconsin Sports Authority, Wisconsin's leader in sports, events, and tourism, manages over 100 events per year around Wausau and other communities. The Sports Authority proudly brings to you the Badger State Summer and Winter Games, along with these great events. Go to visitwausau.com to learn more.
This presentation of Powerboat Nationals North American Championships at the 2019 Grand Prix of Wisconsin and Wausau was brought to you by Tundraland. Visit tundraland.com to learn more about our industry-leading remodeling products, designers, and craftsmen. By Rib Mountain Marine, United Rentals, Worksite Equipment Rental. By Rotographic Printing. The proof is in the printing. Additional support comes from these fine sponsors.
Race fans, welcome back to Lake Wausau and Rib Mountain's beautiful Bluegill Bay Park, where Mark Jacob grabbed the checkered flag and started his victory lap here on Lake Wausau as we welcome you to the Wausau Central Wisconsin Sports Authority post-race show, Wisconsin's leader in sports, events, and tourism. As we take a look at the official results, fans, Mark Jacob on top, Merv Bjork and his son Aaron Bjork join him on the podium here at the 2019 Grand Prix of Wisconsin in Wausau. Mikey Young is standing by with our race winner at the winner's circle.
Hey, we're here with Mark Jacob. Mark went wire to wire, led every lap out there, got into lap traffic. Things got hairy for you. What was it like?
It wasn't too bad out here today. The water was nice and calm. The weather was good. Wausau is always a good place to race like this, and just made it through everything clean.
Well, I'll tell you, not a whole bunch of racers here, but the racers that were here were quality racers. What was it like racing against all these great PT1 racers?
It was good. You know, you don't know how, coming off the dock, you don't know how good everybody's going to be. So it was kind of exciting. You know, we did have a lot of good boats here.
And tell me, what was it like being here in Wausau this year? What did you think of the local community?
Love coming to Wausau. The community comes out and supports us. The town's super great. The scenery's nice. It's just a super nice place.
Let's take a look at the championship points for Powerboat Nationals ProTunnel 1 World Championship Series. Lee Daniel has a commanding lead as the series heads to its final race on Lake Avalon in beautiful Naples, Florida for their World Championships. Fans, we have had such a fantastic time here in Wausau, and we cannot wait to come back. Once again, congratulations to your North American champion and winner in Wausau, Mark Jacob. For everyone with Powerboat Nationals, I'm Jared Romsberg. We'll see you 24/7 at powerboatnationals.com.